Political debates are heating up as the 2026 deadline for elections draws nearer, and the jabs are getting increasingly personal. The ruling St. Lucia Labour Party has always thought Alan Chastanet was unfit for the job of Prime Minister. But now, he is not just unfit, he is an enemy of the people.
There is no doubt that Alan Chastanet is an enemy of progress in this country. He continues this relentless effort to retard our government's successes. He is proving to us that he would do anything, no matter how reckless or destructive, to sabotage St. Lucia's progress.
Alan Chastanet, for his part, has never backed down from making spurious allegations against the Labour Party.
We've already seen with this government theft and corruption that's unprecedented.
It makes for exciting politics and great television, but it is costing the country in reputation, in delays, and in dollars. According to the investment minister, the opposition leader's open attacks on the Citizenship by Investment program is doing injury to the reputation and, by extension, the economy of the country.
His reckless actions are not just damaging us at home, they are making headlines all over the world. The international press has already reported on his attempt to cripple St. Lucia's economy. Imagine that. All over the world, this matter is being talked about as an attempt to cripple St. Lucia's economy. And this will have serious consequences for our reputation. Investors watch these developments closely. By dragging St. Lucia's name through the mud, he is carrying away potential investors and damaging confidence in our Citizenship by Investment program.
At last week's sitting of the House, things escalated again when Chastanet's accusations about the Orange Grove building in Wadawaj, formerly known as the Daha Mall, provoked the Speaker of the House, Claudius Francis, to cut off his mic.
This was debated. I have brought this back to the House only for the record. It is not something I intend to do in the future. Once the House has ruled, the laws are very clear in the standing orders. We cannot re-litigate something that has already been litigated. So please move on, Member.
So, Mr. Speaker, I am going to stand up for what I believe is to be right. In the same lease that...
I shall not permit you to proceed.
But I'm going to proceed.
I'm going to have the officer remove you.
Then you do what you have to do, Mr. Speaker.
I will do what I have to do every time.
I will not allow you to misinterpret a legal document. It is clear that it speaks about the agreement.
I've cut off his mic, let him talk.
It is not the first time that a policy debate has turned into a political halle-casse. And of course, it was not a moment for reflection, but a moment to double down.
But let me be clear. I will not be silenced. No amount of censorship, intimidation, or manipulation will stop me from standing up for the people of St. Lucia. The SLP's tactics will not work.
As for Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, a man who can be one of the most savage political opponents from a platform, he thinks there should be a separation of politics and policy, and that perhaps politicians are feeding the beast of conflict and confrontation with their violent rhetoric.
The sad thing is that we do not think that these things should be used for political purposes. I'm very concerned when I hear politicians speaking about getting angry and instilling that hatred in the country for political purposes. My position will remain the same. The position is elections will be held next year. When the time comes, the people will decide. Anger and hatred and stirring of untruths and misinformation will not help.
For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Seafley.